We're back in Squad Busters with the Christmas update. And for today's creator sneak peeks, I'm going to be going in depth with the information for the 3 new modes, the Jolly Christmas event, changes to the progression system, and some balance changes as well. Remember to use code Claz in the Squad Busters shop if you ever do decide to buy anything, and let's get into the update. So before we play all the 3 new modes, let's get into progression. So chest tickets have now been removed from the game, and all chest tickets that you have currently will get converted into coins. So you're going to be refunded 2,000 coins per chest ticket that you have on your account. So the way that you're going to be getting chests from now on is from just doing well in a game. So every single game that you play, you will now be able to get a chest when that game ends, which by the way is infinite. There is no limit to this. Now the amount of taps that you get from a chest will depend on your placement, and this is because win streaks have now been deleted from the game. So your win streak doesn't matter because it doesn't exist. So if you get 10th or 9th place in a normal game, you will get 0 chests, so no progression. If you get 8th place, you're going to get 2 taps. 7th place gets 3 taps. 6th place gets 4 taps. 5th place 5 taps. 4th place 6 taps. 3rd place gets 7 taps. 2nd place gets 8 taps. And if you get 1st place in the game, you're going to get 9 taps on your chest. Also, if you're playing the mode such as Showdown, you don't get a chest for being in 5th place, but you do get a chest for being in 4th place, and then you get more taps the better you do in that mode. Now, not only do we get all those amazing changes, but you're going to be getting additional reward tracks. So every 24 hours, if you play 6 games and then you win them, you will receive extra presents that can give you rewards such as chest multipliers, coins, style tickets, and star tokens. You still get portal energy as well for pretty much playing any game that you want. We also have some balance changes as well, and I'm going to go over more of this information tomorrow, but let me go over the basics. So you now get more gems for busting troops in Gem Hunt, even if the player themselves don't have a lot of gems. This is to reward fighting. Barbarian King and Arch Queen have both had their baby abilities nerfed, and these are your melee units attack faster and your ranged units attack faster. And no, this doesn't affect the super rage spell or the Arch Queen's expo spell. Hog Rider no longer gets a turbo boost for running in the angry vines, which is a little bit annoying, although you can still use the vines to charge up Frank's ability. Also, angry vines now do a lot more damage to make them more threatening. And actually nearly every troop in the game has actually received small health and damage buffs. You can see them all on screen here. I'm not quite sure why, but they have. Now, unfortunately, there's no real balance changes in this video, like Bo receives a huge buff or Barbarian King receives a huge nerf. But let's just get into what you guys care about, and that's the new modes. So first up, we have Showdown. Now in this mode, your rotation will change every 12 minutes, just like the old Squad League system, so you can't actually choose your squad. But a thing to note is if you haven't made it to the treasure room, your rotation will change every game rather than every 12 minutes, meaning you won't be in the same lobby as someone else who plays in treasure room. Now in Showdown, there's only 5 players in the game and there's no gems, meaning the only thing to collect is coins. And because of this, that means the trader and the bandit are troops that you cannot get in this mode. This also means that Mavis and Greg only drop coins from trees and carrots, not gems. A bunch of modifiers are also unplayable in this mode because, well, they are gem-based and, well, you can't get gems here. Now, in the middle, you actually have a coin mine instead of a gem mine that drops a bunch of coins, and after a little while, it will explode and, well, it won't respawn. Also, blue boxes have been replaced for gold boxes that drop coins instead of blue boots, which is actually something I don't like because I feel like you do want more turbo, especially in this PvP mode. And you also have these rage buff spells that make your squad faster, stronger, and attacking faster. Anyways, I think that's all the information out of the way, so let's go wreck a lobby. The first game is going to be King's Arena, Gift Critters, and Chest Imposters. And you can see there's a new name for the arenas because they are slightly modified because there's only 5 people in these games, not 10. So yeah, anyways, let's start this game off with a Goblin for those coins early on. Not sure how important coins are going to be in this mode. Also, you can see how many troops I have above my head. It says 1, and a fun fact is if you have a fused troop, it'll actually say 3, not 1. So you can see if someone has a bunch of fused troops. Let's get a chicken and immediately rush over here. We'll take this chest for another chicken. A fused chicken is the way to go. We see people moving in the top right, and it actually points to where the closest players are, which I don't mind that. I think that's pretty cool. Right, chest again. A thing I noticed is I actually have a lot more coins than I can spend in this mode whenever I've been playing it in the dev build. Although I assume in the main build, it's going to be very different because there's a lot of players you're fighting. Anyways, let's pick up another colt. You see, it says we have 7 troops, and that counts the fused goblin as 3 troops. Not the fused goblin, the fused chicken. I'm dumb. All right, let's take you guys out. All right, let's immediately rage up and see if we can take someone out. Okay, no, he's a lot stronger than us. We're not even going to waste our time with him because he is going to cause us some big issues. There's a guy we can kill early on. Let's drop a bomb on this guy. He's dead. There you go. go. Pick up a B, even though we don't need it. I want to get that rage before him. We do. So now we move faster and we do more damage. I think the moving faster part is going to make those spells really broken. All right, where's the last guy? There's a couple. Okay, well, there's a guy over here that says no more Twitter. More like no more Twitter. And the final person in the lobby is on the left. Let's just pick up this rage spell, immediately chase him down, get our B and a B. And I think it's safe to say this guy's almost certainly dead. And there you go. That's it. This is the mode. In my opinion, it's not really that fun, although I'm playing in the dev build, so I assume it's very different to playing in a normal build. Anyways, let's move on to duos. Next up, we have duos. Now, I don't die, but if you end up dying, you do actually get an option of 6 troops, and you can choose some of them to respawn into the game, but there is a cooldown. One thing to note, though, is if your teammate also dies while you're waiting to respawn, your team is fully dead, meaning you're out the game. If you die in the first minute of a game, you will have 6 seconds to respawn, along with being able to choose 2 troops. If you die in the second minute of a game, you will have 7 seconds to choose 3 troops. If you die in the third minute of the game, you will have 8 seconds till you respawn, and you can choose 4 troops. And if you die in the final 1 minute of a game, you will have 10 seconds to respawn, and you have 6 troops. Another thing to note is you can actually get lucky finds right after respawnings to build up your squad further, which I don't know how I feel about that, but it does help you get straight back into the action. Now, if you want to invite someone into your duos game, you press play and then you invite people through this menu. So there's no longer a party system. Another thing I will say is right next to it, you can see the lineup for the rotation, and this will change every 12 minutes, just like the old squad league system. So you cannot choose your own rotation, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Anyways, let's get into a game and we'll talk about more opinions on this. All right, so we're on duo gem hunt and we're starting off with super gem mine. All right, so let's we start off with a Colonel Ruffs. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is get a barbarian after my Colonel Ruffs. We take this blue box and then we're going to move over here. Now I'm going to be up against bots for this game, which is going to be easy, but of course in normal games you're up against real players. Now the first thing is there's only 4 teams, so there's only 8 players in a game, not 10. Now this makes sense because you spawn in a corner, and because you spawn in a corner, well, there's only 4 corners in the map, so you can only have 4 teams. So that's probably the reason for that. Now, when you die, you do respawn. I'm not sure how to feel about it, although if you can kill players and their teammate before the other person respawns, then you can kill an entire team, which is what we're going to try to do this game. Let's get a Leon. I'm going to need a lot of turbo for this. Also, you can't choose your own rotation for this mode, which I think is a little bit weird. If there's any game mode where you should be able to choose your own rotation, I feel like it's duos, right? Because one of you guys could go run a DPS squad, and then the other person could run a farming squad, and then the DPS guy protects the farming guy, etc, etc. Anyways, let's just go kill this guy. And you see they drop extra gems as well now. Gems they don't even have because that's the new gem system. Let's get another barbarian. Definitely want to make sure I'm getting a hog rider as soon as possible. That way we could probably kill a team. But you see one of the guys in the red team died and they just respawned. So if I managed to kill Cosmo before that guy respawned, I would have had the whole team out. Let's get ourselves another Colonel Ruffs. What is going on with the Colonel Ruffs right now? Here's the other red guy. Can I kill him before his teammate respawns? Oh my god, I think I can. No, his teammate just respawned. It's gonna be so annoying to try kill him. All right, let's get another barbarian. We'll move down. Give me a hog rider game, okay? That's all I want right now, and I can wreck this entire lobby, I promise. There it is. That's what I needed. All right, let's go for this guy. Immediately go for his friend over here. We'll take him out as well. There you go. Their entire team has been busted now because I killed both of them before they could respawn. Cosmos is next, and then once we kill Cosmos, I need to go find his little friend, which is over here. Aguacat, and if I can kill him quickly. There you go. Now their team is fully out of the game. So if you have a teammate, you're probably going to want to work with them to try kill other players and also their teammate at the same time. Let's get a hog rider. We go for Tito here. Buddy, come back. What do you think you're doing? All right, let's get ourselves another hog rider. Although I already have one, doesn't really matter. Where are these final 2 people left alive? I'm going to get them and they're going to die. All right, they're both down here. Okay, let's go for Tito first. Tito, you, my friend, are dead. And then let's immediately run down here. Try to kill Mr. Overload before Tito respawns. And I think we'll be able to do that. And there you go. We killed the entire lobby multiple times, actually. But then we managed to bust them out the game fully. And that's duos, what I think is going to be my personal favorite mode. And now it's time for the final mode getting added to the game, and it's ranked. Well, more specifically, it's just called Squad League. Now, I don't think a lot of people realize this, but this really is just Squad League. Not really anything has changed. Now, the 2 big things that have changed is the fact that you can now unlock Squad League when you have 5 commons, 5 rares, and 5 epics. Now, this is a good thing because it means you're no longer going to get kicked out of Squad League when a new world gets gets added to the game, whenever that happens to be. You can also actually pick your own troops in the rotation. Now, although at first I thought this was an amazing thing, and I still think this is a good thing, let's be honest, most of you guys are going to be using this exact rotation that I have right now, or you're going to be using a very, very similar rotation. You know, Hog, Ruffs, Barb King, Queen, Mac, Battle Healer, Minor Tank, Ice Wiz, B, Ultimate Greg if you have it, probably a Trader, maybe a Greg or a Mavis. Now, unfortunately, there's no rewards for doing well in Squad League, but again, remember, this is just Squad League. Nothing really has changed, although the team do plan to add rewards in the future for doing well, so that's something I can share to you. Although trophies have been slightly rebalanced to punish players who do worse in game. So for example, if you get 10th place, you now lose 10 trophies, when before you would only lose 5 trophies. If you get 9th place, you lose 7 trophies, 8th place, you lose 4 trophies, 7th place, you lose 2 trophies, and 6th place, you lose 1 trophy. So you do get punished a little bit more for doing badly, but for doing well, it's the same system as always. Also, from now on, the Squad League is going to be resetting every month. So February 1st, March 1st, April 1st, etc, etc. And the final thing to go over is going to be the Jolly Holiday event. Now, this actually isn't going to be available tomorrow with the update, but instead 1 week later. So you're going to be able to play this event from December 23rd all the way up to January 5th. Now, I'm going to make a video on this the day before it gets released with a lot more information, but let me go over the basics that you guys care about. So you're going to get this Nutcracker Greg in your plaza in 1 week, and then when you tap on him, you can see all of this stuff here. Now, you can actually get 4 skins for free, which is kind of crazy that they're giving us all these skins for free. The first one's going to be the Arctic Barbarian King. You unlock him straight away. The second one is going to be Plushie Nita. The third one is going to be Nutcracker Greg, my personal favorite. And then the last skin is going to be at the end, and it's going to be the Cookie Goblin one. Now, in order to get these chests, you're going to have to collect candy canes all across the map. And this event's actually a lot less grindy than events we've seen in the past. You actually need less than 1,000 candy canes to complete the entire thing. And this here is how the Arctic Barbarian King looks, which in game translate to this, which is actually quite noticeable. I think this is also going to be one of my favorite skins. And then this is Nita Plush, which actually looks similar to the skin below it, which is the one that we already have. And in game, this is how it looks. It's just kind of orange. It definitely stands out. Then we have Nutcracker Greg, definitely my personal favorite skin. And in game, I would say it definitely does stand out quite a little bit as well. And we can obviously chop down a tree. And then the final skin is going to be the Cookie Goblin skin. And there's actually something interesting about this skin. It's 2D. Do you see it? It looks kind of flat. I don't know. It's actually kind of funny watching it run around, isn't it? Anyways, that's it for today's creator sneak peeks. The update is going to be dropping tomorrow, and I will be live streaming myself destroying players in ranked, duos, and showdown, so make sure to tune into that. The Squad Busters store also received an update a couple days ago where you can now get 2 skins for free, the Royale King one and the Penny skin. So if you want to learn more about that, tap the video on screen here, and then I'll see you guys in tomorrow's update. Bye-bye.